Now I'm going to show you a sharpening technique to use when you really don't want to boost the noise. Now I know we went over the unsharp mask and we looked at the amount, we looked at the radius, and we looked at the threshold, and of course we learned that if we want to get rid of noise, we set the threshold at 4, and then whatever resolution your image is, you go to either 0.5 or as high as 2 or 3 on your radius, and either 100, 150, or 200% on your amount. 3 things to juggle. This is a very quick and dirty way to sharpen your image without having to really do any calculations or ratio relationships or anything like that. Just use what's known as the high pass filter. And we're going to begin with Control J on the PC. Start once more. Control J on the PC, Command J on the Mac. And then we're going to come up to Filter, Other, High Pass. And you have a little dialog box here, and then it will display the image. It turns the image into a grayscale with outlines that are shown here, and that's what you're looking for. You want to adjust this pixel adjustment here until you start to see the areas where you want to sharpen. And notice here that it's doing a very good job of bringing the eyes, as we have seen. You want to on portraits, you want to sharpen the eyes, the nostrils, and the lips or teeth. And look what's going on here. See, you got eyes that are coming up, you got a good line here on the nose, and then you have the lips that are very much in focus. Now the hair part, we can use masking to kind of reduce that, because in some cases that's just too much sharpening on hair. Hair is supposed to be soft and flowing, not hard and brittle. Or sometimes when you sharpen hair, it looks like it hasn't been washed, and so it has a detrimental effect sometimes. Not always, but sometimes it does, so just be aware of that. But here you can see we've got a very good result here on the areas in the face that we concern ourselves with when printing portraits. So let's run this up just a little more. You can see the texture starting to come in. Now you adjust this until you see the texture of the skin starting to appear on this gray display, and that's what you don't want. So you back it down until that noise goes away. Okay? And then you hit OK, and then you have a result where that top layer was converted to this grayscale, and then you're going to bring in a blending mode just like that. And so if we take that off, we can see the sharpening. In fact, let's go in tight on it. Coming in like that. There's before and after. Before and after. And there is a little bit of sharpening on the skin, but nowhere near as much as there is on the eye itself. Let's look again. Before and after. And of course we can go back to the history. We can go before, and we can do it again and see if we can improve on the results on the skin. Let's just go ahead and do that. High pass, other, and let's see if we can bring this down a little bit. There we go. I think that's better. Now we'll get overlay. And I think that's going to be about where we want to be. Yeah, it's very, very little effect on that skin, but really, really good result on the eyes and in these areas here. So, before and after. Before and after. So, use of the high pass filter in sharpening when you want to do it quickly. You want to avoid sharpening the noise as much as possible, but you still want a good result.